Working toward an impact on 1 billion lives in 5 years, this is the ENCW Update with Rhonda Lacey and Adam McCain.
I can't believe that since our last update, another hurricane developed quickly and impacted lives from Florida all the way through the Carolinas.
I know, and Michael's impact is going to be felt for a long, long time. But the great news is that the ENCW partners are hard at work making a difference in some of the hardest hit areas.
Our update this month has more on Michael, plus news from award-winning KVNE in Tyler, Texas, a station that is changing lives through its outreach to the community.
Hey, I'm Craig with Way FM in Tallahassee and Panama City, and obviously both of our stations and both of those communities have been through a lot with Hurricane Michael, and we are doing our best to at least just bring a message of hope and encouragement to these communities, and especially in the Gulf Coast area, to bring support and relief, especially to the outlying rural areas. It's just so much harder. Power is going to take longer to get back there. It's harder to even get there to get the supplies to them. This community is going to be rebuilding for months, if not years to come. So we're just working with great organizations like Convoy of Hope to bring literal hope and supplies and much needed relief to these people that are in need. And we could certainly use your prayers as we continue to rebuild this community together.
Hey guys, with ENCW, this is Randy with God's Pit Crew. Terry and I have been in eastern North Carolina the last several days talking to a number of families that we're trying to continue to help. And I'm with Jose and Kimberly today. They live in Burgaw, North Carolina, and as you can see, their lives have been devastated. This is their whole life right here behind us in this pile, but thanks to you all, we're coming back, and we're going to rebuild Jose and Kimberly's house, and along with others, and we're just continuing to work as hard as we can in all kinds of areas. So guys, if you could say anything to the ENCW family, what would it be?
Thank you guys so much for everything.
Thank you.
We don't know what we would do without you guys right now. Thanks.
Hello NCW, I'm Matt Wall with Life 90.5 FM, Wilmington, North Carolina, Carolina Christian Radio here on the Carolina coast. And thank you, ENCW family, for what you have done to step forward and lighten the load for our stations and our community. You've actually provided a couple of gifts for family members of ours here at the station who lost their homes. And you have provided really a stopgap, allowing our ministry to serve our community with its present needs, as opposed to doing our fundraising right now. We've put our fundraising off, delayed it until later, and many of the stations in the ENCW family has sent gifts to help us in that regard. September was literally a loss financially for our ministry, but so many ENCW stations have stepped forward and made a difference in that regard by giving very, very generously. Thank you.
Hey y'all, it's Jill Smith with 89.5 KVNE in Tyler, Texas. We are so glad to be a part of this project. I love the idea of stations from all over the United States working together on one project, one goal for our local communities and beyond. So again, well done. We're happy to be a part. Our outreach for this last month was a little bit different, and it was See You at the Pole. I know a lot of you have See You at the Polls. We just took a little bit different spin on the one in our community. What we did is we wanted to encourage students to attend their own school's See You at the Pole. So what better way to encourage kids but to have a contest between schools. So we ran a contest between the schools where students would go on our website, they'd fill out a form and vote for their school. So the key was on this form, we asked them, when is your See at the Pole event? And then encouraged them to attend their own event while they were voting. And then we would go on air and say, hey, now that you voted, now that you know you have a See at a Pole event at your school, why don't you go pray for your fellow students, for each other, and for your teachers and administrators. So great contest. We had thousands and thousands of votes that came in, and it was kind of fun to see that a little school, a junior high, which is in this area, junior high would be 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, kids won. It was about an hour away from the studio. So part of winning the contest is you got a KVNE road trip, you got breakfast for your event, breakfast for your teachers, and we brought the breakfast, the balloons, just made it a fun event and encouraged kids to come out and pray, not only at the one that won, but at any of their school's events. I can't think of a better outreach than encouraging kids to pray for each other. So that's what we did. Thanks so much. Thanks for letting me share. Bye.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Derek, Director of Impact Services for Positive Alternative Radio, reminding you to get signed up for the ENCW project. If your ministry hasn't already, then why not? What are you waiting on? You can send me an email at derek@walkfm.org, or you can shoot me a text at 606-831-0617 and get all your questions answered and get signed up for the ENCW project today. Why? Because we want to change the world with you.
We're full steam ahead toward our goal of changing 1 billion lives in just 5 years through the ENCW project.
That number went up this month to over 118.4 million lives.
And it's only going to grow because of what you're doing. So thank you.
And don't forget, easy never changed the world.